Hello and welcome. This junk journal is almost full. I've reached the halfway point, which is right here. This is the halfway point. And I am going to prep my next one because I'll probably only have a couple of weeks for this. And I want my next one, which is going to be inside of this number 10 patina. It's a B6. So I want this to fit inside of there. And I'm going to cut this down and I'm going to show you how I prep it. But some people were asking how I get those fluffy wrinkled pages. So I'm going to show you how. Here we go. Now that this is cut down to size, the size that I need, but this is the size, I thought it would be so cute to have just like this chunky notebook, but in a mini. You can buy them this size, but I already have like, I don't know, probably 24 composition books of various different kinds, and I'm not even exaggerating. I picked them up by the bundle, secondhand. So I have a lot of them, and I'm not worried at all. This one's by Top Flight. It is made in Vietnam, so I know the paper is really nice to work with. I will probably recover the front because that's just what I do. I like to have I like to decorate it in my style. And this is a nice sturdy, really sturdy cover. So let me get started. We want to make the pages nice and fluffy. Okay, that's the goal. And I'm going to show you how to do it, and then I'm going to do a whole bunch, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the next step. But all you do, and I usually do this while I'm watching a movie, is you just take it and crumple it like that, and then you smooth it out. That's it. And if you want more somewhere, then add some more. Okay, and then you go to the next one, and then usually, because this is 100 pages, so usually I'll just watch a movie, all right, so you kind of get the gist of it. So I'm going to get to the halfway point in the book, and then I'll show you what to do next. All right, so I'm halfway done, and I'll show you kind of, that's what just half of it done looks like. It gets really fluffy, which I absolutely love. I love the way it sounds. I love the texture. I love how it's just already ready for me. I don't have to worry about the blank page because it's already ruined or whatever. But I just love the way it sounds and feels and everything. But yeah, so let me show you what halfway looks like, and then I'll show you what I have to do next. So this is the middle of the book, and I still have, 50 more pages to go, and this is the first 50. So it took me about 8 minutes, I would say, just of constant crumpling. But now what I want to do is I don't want to continue going in this direction. I can flip it around. I'm going to flip it around because I am right-handed, so it's easier for me to do it this way. I'm going to start at the back, and then I'm just going to go and push it down this way. So what you do when you do that is you're going to create, when it's open, it will fan perfectly from right to left or left to right. If I were to keep going and just do crumple that, and keep going that way, it would be kind of wonky and uneven. And I don't really like that. Like if you look at how this book is here, it will lay flat. Like these ones lay on this side, and these, and once you get to the halfway point, which is right here, these ones lay over here on this side, and these ones lay on that side. So it keeps it balanced, and I like it. So yes, and see how chunky it is? So, and I only have maybe 2 weeks left in here, and then I'll start on this one. But anyway, let me finish this, and then I will show you what it looks like when I'm done and tell you what you can do next. But I'm not going to do it, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so I have the last 4 pages, and I just like take 2 at a time and just crumple them in here, and then kind of lay them like that, and then these 2 here. You can do it as much or as little as you want. But there, and that took me about 8 minutes per side. So in 16 minutes, you can have it completely done. And now it's like this beautiful little ruffled notebook. And no, it doesn't close. So it will never really be flat again. We kind of made sure of that. But the next thing that you can do is there's a lot of air in it because of all the wrinkles in the pages, and it actually resists being squeezed. But I love this. I love it so much. Like, just listen. It's so beautiful. I love it. And you can see how it just kind of fans out like that. And once I start using it for my junk journaling, it'll probably be that chunky when I'm done. I don't know. So the next step that you can do, that I am not going to do, but I did do it with this one. Okay, so you can do it if you want to, but I glued 2 sheets together, and I didn't take the glue, and I'll show you an example. This is an Uhu stick. I really like the Scotch brand. Either one is fine with me. I think the Scotch brand might be slightly less expensive, but I think I paid $3.45 for this back in 2022, so it's lasted me quite a long time, although I have been using it a lot more. But I see people that they will take their glue stick and they will go like this, and then they will glue it down. Okay, so away from the spine, because that's how you want to do it. That's okay. I mean, you can do that if you want to. I prefer to do it this way. So I just take my glue stick and I just do a swipe from the center to the top, and then I will take my page and then push it away from the spine and down. So you can totally glue these together if you want to. I plan not to do that. Also, since these pages are wrinkled, it's perfectly okay to use like this glue or, or this glue, because it's wet, it will wrinkle the pages a little bit, but since the pages are already wrinkled, doesn't matter. So you can take this glue here. I'll just do another one. And the reason why people like to glue pages together is it makes the page a little bit more stable. And if you if you use something that is going to leak through the page or something, it kind of protects against that. And then you just always push away from the spine to the edge, and that would be perfectly fine. This glue is just fine, or this one's a little bit thicker. But either way, I wouldn't use this glue because this is $10 a bottle, and this is $2.99. I would use this one. This one is a really great glue for other things, and I would use it for that, but I would not use it for doing this. Now, once you do that, you'll have half as many pages for your journal. It can be a junk journal. It can be any kind of journal you want. So you can even make your planner like this if you feel so inclined. Like sometimes this is kind of like a fidget toy for me, and it's very soothing. Like, I just absolutely love the way the pages feel and sound, and it's just, I can't understand. I don't understand like the champagne bubbles that happen in my brain when I hear this and feel it and just interact with it. But I really like it, and I plan to only glue pages together as I need them, if I need them, because I do want to have as many pages as possible in this notebook. So let's see what it looks like in the cover. If you have any questions about this, please don't hesitate to ask down below. I will try to answer any questions that you have. Oh, the other thing that I'll do too is I will take this and I will stack something heavy on it. I actually have a book press, so I would put it in the book press just to push all the excess air out of it. And I would do that after I glue everything together. And uh, that's how this one turned out. That's how these pages, just look. That's just how that's how I did it. That's what I did. All right, so let's try putting it here. And I'm going to use this as a folio. And I will cover the insides of this and the outside probably after I'm done with the whole thing, because I might do a theme in here. But so yeah, so sticking it in there, and then I can snap it down, and that's what it looks like. Oh, I love it. I probably won't put this in the press. I'll probably just leave it like this inside of this because the snap kind of just holds it in place. But yeah, so this will be my next junk journal. And that is how I set it up.